biased, okay? I may or may not have been charged with a DUI one time, and they bring in the DRE, I think, drug recognition expert or whatever, and because I'm a bit of a smart ass, regardless if I'm in custody or not, allegedly. And I said, isn't it a little unfair? Because you're already coming in with an unbiased approach to believe that the officer that's arresting me is telling the truth. How do you come in unbiased if you work for, insert, the state police? Doesn't make any sense. Well, she couldn't really give me a good answer. But the truth is, it is impossible as a human not to have bias based on information that we're given. It's impossible. You can't not create some sort of bias if you have information. Unless maybe, I don't know what the condition would be. There's probably a condition where information doesn't matter. But if you are a human being and you have a moral compass, if we gather information, we're gonna formulate an opinion or a thought about it. That's why I try to do my best not to always compare and to look at outcomes. So what I mean by that, with giving them a worse plan, is I go through the needs analysis and I ask what's important. So if you could design the perfect insurance plan, or the perfect coverage or program, what would be most important to you?
Right now, I've got dentures, so I don't need a dental, but I need surgery.
Okay, got it. So if you could only have one benefit, and I'm not saying seeing isn't important, right? I think it is, but it sounds like getting that cataract surgery would be at the top of the priority list. So even more so than doctors or medication coverage, or are you not taking any medications right now?
I only see 2 doctors.
Oh my goodness.
Covered.
Okay. So not saying this is gonna happen, but I guess I am curious before, making sure you can see your doctors, is that super important, or would you be okay with me finding you a highly sought after primary care doctor? Okay, so you want to make sure you can get the cataract surgery and what was that doctor's name by chance? Dr. Filmer, okay. And you've been seeing them for how long?
10 years.
Oh my goodness, 10 years, okay. They have a pretty good idea about your history, I'm assuming 10 years?
Yeah.
And how often do you see, what was his name? Fillmore, okay. Like Dr. Phil, is he famous? No, okay. So Dr. Fillmore, and how often do you see Dr. Fillmore? No kidding, once a month, wow, okay. So 12 times a year?
Yeah.
Is that for any sort of chronic condition or anything?
Yes, it is.
Okay, why am I asking about chronic conditions? What's it open up? A C-SNP, okay. Oh my goodness, what kind of chronic condition? Doesn't matter, just make something up.
Yeah, I've got a heart condition.
Okay, got it, okay, heart. Well, we can't live without one of those. So probably important to make sure Dr. Fillmore is covered. And when you see Dr. Fillmore, how much are you paying when you see him?
I have a $0 copay with him.
No kidding, okay. Doesn't get much better than that. $0 copay, okay, perfect. So we have making sure you can get that cataract surgery, making sure Dr. Fillmore is covered. What else, or what other kind of coverage is important to you? Like dental, I was gonna say vision, but we already talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when it comes to like monthly expenses, what do you generally spend the most money on outside of your rent? Okay. Food, got it. Utilities, anything like that? Like internet?
Utilities are pretty high.
Okay. And then with your heart condition, when was the last time you ended up in the hospital? Oh my God, okay. And did you get a bill? Or I should say, have you gotten a bill yet?
No.
No, okay. Do you by chance know how much your daily copay was? Okay. So you don't know how much you're gonna get billed, and then don't know what the copay was. Okay. So I guess at the end of the day, and you said you didn't need dental.
I don't need dental.
Okay. And then when you go see Dr. Fillmore once a month, how are you getting there? Are you getting help from friends, family members, or public transportation?
I drive myself.
You drive yourself? Okay. Do you do a lot of driving? We need cataract surgery and you're driving all over the place? Oh goodness, okay. Well, we need to get your eyes taken care of. All right. So where I'm going is I'm gonna do a needs analysis, and then I'm going to identify what's important. If they're getting cataracts, that's covered under outpatient surgery, okay? Here's a secret. You don't need to tell every customer, did you know all plans are gonna cover cataract surgery? You don't need to tell them your current plan covers that. That's your value. It's not what insurance you have, it's do you know how to use your insurance, okay? So if I know they need outpatient surgery, goodness, what am I gonna wanna try to find? A low what? Okay, deductible, not wrong. Low deductible. A what?
Low specialist copay.
Maybe if they're seeing a specialist, but I wanna find a low outpatient copay. Outpatient copay, okay? So based on this customer, I'm gonna do my best to find a low copay for if this was a primary or specialist, whichever one is accurate. I'm gonna try to find them a low max out of pocket and deductible, right? and then I'm going to try to find the lowest possible outpatient copay. Now, within reason, based on these things, I'm going to look at my options. Okay? Now, I've already done my needs analysis. I'm looking at my options. I'm going to try to find the plan that fits their needs best. Okay? This could be a little bit of a slippery slope. But just based on this information, okay? If I were to look at the customer's plan at this point, and she has the lowest maximum out of pocket, she has the lowest copays, she has the lowest deductible, she has the lowest outpatient surgery copay. Where is the only place I could add value? Maybe, yeah, could be transportation. I like that, transportation. It could be helping her actually get the surgery. But if I can't check any of those boxes, that's just more of a moral thing for you. I'm not gonna say either one is right if you let the customer go or you don't. Because right now, can she actually use her plan? I would need more context. But it's gonna be pretty rare that you can't find some avenue. So let's pretend, quote unquote, her copay went up a little bit. Instead of 0 is 15. I'm just making stuff up. Let's pretend we could lower maximum out of pocket and then we could lower the outpatient deductible. That's what I'm selling. Mrs. Jones, I found a phenomenal plan that's gonna allow you to actually get your cataract surgery that you haven't been able to get. Your outpatient hospital cost for that's only gonna be $195 for that surgery, which is phenomenal. And I'm just gonna sell based on the information that the customer's given me. Does that make sense?
Obligated to
No idea, but go ahead.
Yeah, do you have to tell them they have to pay that copay twice?
I don't.
That was yesterday's thing.
I don't know if that's accurate, and I don't know if that's how it works.
Okay.
But I would try
And
to.
after that,
I would try to do some research on it.
For their glass, 1,500. So I got lost in the research yesterday for her.
They do one item.
Yeah.
It'd be fine if I could just tell her, okay, the outpatient procedure is that.
So let's. We're getting all wound up in the details. This is what I'm going to ask. Mrs. Jones, is any of that covered under your current plan? No. Okay. So none of that will change. My only job is to lower your costs as much as possible so you can get your cataract surgery. I'm just not going to get lost in the details. Like, if that's how it works, that's how it works. Right. I don't know. I don't need cataracts, and I don't know. Apparently, they cover one eye. Ask the eye guy, right? That's what you and your wife did, right? Or is she still doing? Yeah. So they do surgery one eye at a time. They kind of shady. You get charged twice. That sucks. But it is what it is, right? Maybe they only billed as one surgery. Correct.
What's the benefits of the plan, and then if they come back with something, then we'll get to that.
Correct. Yeah. There's no point to go into the 15 durable it just is what it is. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
Go check how much those glasses are gonna cost me out post-surgery.
Go ahead, brother.
Vlad and I were trying to dissect yesterday.
I feel like he had it. He started talking about one eye.
Right. Less is more sometimes.
It's always more.